Hi everyone, Kim Bayless here, fitness instructor at CFB Kingston. Class today is going to be a Vinyasa flow, and then we're going to have a little bit more yin nearing the end where we're going to be holding our poses a little bit longer, especially opening up through our hips. Lots of sitting in today's day and age with IT stuff and all of that, working on computers, those sorts of things. For your safety, please ensure to read the full disclaimer located in the description below this video before you start your virtual training. Please play your own music, as music will not be played in this video due to copyrights. And let's begin. We're going to step to the front edge of our mat, inhaling up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Stepping back on the right, stepping back on the left, breaking at the knees. Slowly break at the elbows and lower toward the floor in a slight hover here, just above. Relax it all the way down. Inhale up into cobra. Squeeze the glutes to drive the movement. Lift the chin. Releasing down. Exhale. Pressing the hips back over top of the heels. Sitting back into child's pose. Walking the fingers forward in front. Inhale, drawing forward and down. Drag the chest through, dropping the hips, lifting up. Again, keep that chin lifted. Curl the back toes under, lifting up and pressing back. Downward facing dog. Right foot stepping forward between the hands. Bringing the left into meet. Inhaling up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Stepping back on the left this time. Stepping back on the right. Break at the knees. And breaking at the elbows, slowly lower down into that hover just above the mat. And releasing all the way down. Inhaling up into cobra. Remember the glutes engaged to initiate the movement. Releasing down. Hips back over top of the heels. Child's pose here, and walking those fingers forward. Inhale down, draw the chest low, dragging through, drop the hips, extension up. Curl the back toes under, lifting up and pressing back, downward facing dog. Left foot this time, stepping between the hands, bringing the right foot into meet. Inhale up. And exhale, release it down. Wide fingers, shoulders drawn back. And we're in our mountain pose here. Draw the chin in, up through the crown of the head. Grounding yourself. 4 points of the feet here. Focusing on our breathing here. First 2/3 of the breath into the belly and last third into the chest. Keep reaching those fingertips to the floor, creating dynamic tension. Inhaling up overhead, reaching back into a back bend. Exhale, letting it go. Releasing all the way forward, reach the arms up and over. Inhale up. Back bend, heart open to the sky. Exhale, releasing and letting it go all the way out. One more time. Open your heart to the sky and release. Inhaling up, and this time we're going to reach up nice and tall up on your toes. Release the toes, the heels down, stepping back into warrior two. Reverse warrior, reaching up, lengthen up through the rib cage. Straighten the front leg, hinging forward at the hip, coming down into triangle. Bending that front knee and reaching up into extended angle. Place the elbow on top of the knee. Release it all the way down, coming around and over to the other side, up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg and hinging forward and down into triangle. Releasing it down and around, turning back to the front. And that leg is nice and straight in front, drawing your head towards your knee. Stepping the weight forward onto the front leg, curl the leg up and in. Stepping beside the other foot, over to the other side. Let's step the leg back. Straightening that front leg, drawing our head to the knee. Draw the weight forward onto that front leg and curling the knee in and stepping beside the other foot. Inhale up. Exhale back to mountain pose. Just for a couple of breaths here. Stepping our one foot back just slightly, not as much as we would for our warrior poses. And we're going to step into and reach this time. And then relax it down, letting go. Inhaling up. Up on that toe in the back and relax down. One more time. Relax down. Bringing it back up, and this time we're going to change the feet. And opposite side, letting it go. Rising up. Extend through the hip. letting go. Inhale up. And exhale as we let go. Inhale, rise. Stepping in, bring those hands together over into half moon. Inhaling up and over to the other side, half moon. Inhale up, bring those hands down to heart center. And stepping up into our tree pose. Stepping down and over to the other side. Stepping down, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Stepping the right foot back and lifting our left arm up. Bringing that left hand back down. Step the left foot back. And this time, lowering at the elbows from the toes if you can. If you need to break to the knees, lower into that hover from the knees. And releasing all the way down. Inhaling up into cobra. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Drawing the chest low, dragging through, dropping the hips, lifting up into cobra, and then up into upward dog if you can, on the tops of the feet. And lifting back right into downward dog, flip those toes over. On the right side, lifting that leg up and over into scorpion. Create extension through the hip. Shoulders and hips square, then draw the knee in and down to the floor, Lift the opposite leg, that left leg, and lift the right arm into spinal balance. With our breath, we're gonna curl in, drawing our elbow and knee in, and then extend back out, that straight line. Exhale as we curl in. Inhale as we expand. One more time. Place the right hand down, bringing the left back, reaching back for the ankle, and extension at the hip. Releasing down, shoulders and hips square and shoulders directly above the hands, knees directly below the hips, moving through cat-cow. Exhaling into cat, draw the belly button to the spine and up to the sky. Inhale, head up, tailbone up. One more time. And bring ourselves back to the neutral spine position. Curl the toes under, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Right foot stepping in between the hands. Curling the left into meet. Inhale up. Exhale into mountain pose. Just a couple of breaths here. Inhaling up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Left side steps back this time, and right arm reach up into that rotation. Bringing that right hand back down, stepping the right foot back, lowering into our chaturanga, into that hover, break to the knees if you need to. And releasing all the way down. Inhaling up into cobra. Exhale, sit back into child's pose. Draw the chest low, dragging through and up. Into cobra. If you can, lift up into upward dog. Releasing all the way down. Bring ourselves up so that our knees are over top of our underneath our pelvis, hands underneath our shoulders. We're gonna lift up the opposite leg and opposite arm, our left leg, right arm. With our breath moving through. And bring the hand down, pivot and rotate over to the opposite side, extension through the hip from the last side, looking up at the sky. Releasing down, and this time we're going to draw our rib cage and pelvis together and then over to the other side. Alternating here at your own pace with your breath. As you draw together, exhale. As you come back to center, into that neutral position, inhale. Curl the back toes under, lift up, downward facing dog, and bringing our opposite leg up this time for our scorpion on the other side. Coming in, we're going to bring that leg right through, stepping forward, bringing the other foot in to meet, inhaling up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down, and we're just going to allow ourselves to hang here, rotating our weight from one side to the other. Over top of one leg and over top of the other. Bringing our hands to the mat, and we're going to either step, if you wish, you can jump back into position, into a plank hold here. Break to the knees, cat-cow. Bring ourselves to that neutral spine position. And this time we're going to do spinal balance, but one side, bring it in and over to the other side right away and in. Think of that control through the core, holding as stable as possible as you lift off the floor and extend. One more time each side. Bring it down, and we're going to start to move into more yin here and start to hold our poses a bit longer as opposed to that flow. Sitting back into child's pose. Allow the head to relax between the shoulders. Bringing those hands back around to your heels, grasping onto those heels, and we're going to lift up through the hips into rabbit. Lowering those hips down, inhaling up as we come overhead, and we're going to step through on the left side, drawing forward into our hold. Pivoting at the hip and reaching back for the heel and reaching up and over with the opposite hand. Inhaling up, and we're going to draw our weight forward, knee coming forward as much as we can without lifting our heel here. Keeping our instep down nice and flat. Pressing back, sitting back into half hero. Drawing forward, place the foot down, hands down, bringing the knees back side by side, and drawing our pelvis and rib cage together over to the other side. Remember our breathing here. Exhale as we draw together, and inhale as we draw back to neutral. Bring ourselves to that neutral spine. Stepping forward on the other foot, the other side. And we're going to inhale up, drawing our hip forward into our hold. Rotating our torso and reaching back and up and over. Inhaling forward, drawing our knee past our toes, keeping our instep and our heel down. Shifting our weight back, walking it back, half hero. Drawing forward so we can plant that foot, and then bringing it side by side with the knees down. This time we're going to curl our body in circles. So we extend, come around in a circle with those hips drawing in. Very similar to that cat-cow. As we create space, we inhale. As we draw in, we exhale. Let's do 5 circles in one direction and 5 in the other. Moving with your breath. Once you've completed, returning back to neutral position. And we're going to bring ourselves into position for our pigeon. So stepping back onto the toes and bringing one leg across the front, lowering ourselves down. Placing our hands down as we rise up, creating support here, back toe under, step back plank, and opposite leg forward and lowering down. Shifting our weight onto that hip and bringing the other leg around. Center yourself out on the mat, holding on to our knees, lifting our chest here. Keeping our chest and belly open for breathing. Holding and maintaining the same position, just cupping the hands under the knees and lifting up into boat. Again, keeping our chest and belly open to the sky. Curling in, and we're going to roll ourselves forward and back. All the the way down to the mat, supporting our knees, and just a light rock from side to side, massaging our low back into the mat. Holding one knee in tight to the body, lengthening the opposing leg down to the mat. Bringing the knee in, changing sides, lengthen down to the mat. And releasing that leg all the way down, relaxing your hands out to the sides in your most comfortable position for relaxation. Please feel free to take as much time as you need here. If you feel you need a few more minutes, please do so. If you feel that you are complete for your practice today, we're going to just slowly curl in onto one side and bringing ourselves up nice and slow. Seated cross-legged. I hope that you felt that the hips have been really opened from a lot of those poses that we were holding for the class today, as well as the flow, building your strength throughout the class. If you sustained any injury during this session, please fill out a CF98, and I invite you to provide any feedback in the comments section. Thank you very much for taking the class today with me, and please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button. Bring our hands together here and namaste. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.
PSP Kingston, the health and wellness provider for the military community.